Welcome back. I'm Brady Poppler. The Reno Aces lost 2 of the first 3 games of the series against the Tacoma Rainiers, but back-to-back wins on Friday and Saturday have the Aces in a position to get the series win in tonight's finale. To the first inning we go. Aces Jose Fernandez up to bat with a runner on. He sends this one deep left field, and this one is out of here. The Fernandez 2-run shot gives Reno a 2-0 lead. Now to the bottom of the third, 2 runners on for A.J. Vucevic, who blasts a single into left, which will score 2 runs for the Aces, giving them a 4-1 lead. Bottom of the 7th, Aces holding a 6-5 lead. Fernandez up the bat. He ropes the ball into the right center gap. The Fernandez triple brings in 2, giving Reno an 8-5 lead. The Aces will win 11-5 against the series against the Tacoma Rainiers, and with this win, the Aces now sit at 16-11 in the second half. They currently are just 3 games back of the Sugar Land Space Cowboys, who sit at the top of the Pacific Coast League. And a reminder, the best team in the second half will clinch a spot in the playoffs. Next up for the Aces, they will head to Texas to take on the Round Rock Express, who sit just 1 game back of Reno. And staying on the diamond, we head to the big leagues. The Arizona Diamondbacks looking for the series win against the Washington Nationals, but dropped the finale 10-7. The D-backs currently hold the final wildcard spot in the National League. The Athletics taking on the Minnesota Twins as the A's look to win their first series in over a month, but drop the finale 8-11. The Los Angeles Angels avoid the 3-game sweep over the San Francisco Giants, winning 4-3, and the New York Mets avoid the 3-game sweep of the Los Angeles Dodgers as they take the game 8-3. The college football season is just around the corner. The Wolfpack start practices in early August. Those preseason practices will get depth charts and the players ready for the team's first game of the year, which is 40 days out on Saturday, September 5th, as the Wolfpack take on Western Kentucky at Mackey Stadium. The Hilltoppers went 9-4 last year. It's a 7:30 local kick and is streaming on the CBS Sports Network. And get ready, Wolfpack fans, the Nevada Football Fan Fest is right around the corner. On August 8th from 5 to 7 p.m. at Mackey Stadium, the event is free. The first half of the event features food trucks, ticket offers, merchandise sales, on-field drills, and activities for kids and autographs. The second half, head coach Jeff Choate will give a speech, and the program, get this, will also unveil a special uniform. That's all we got for sports tonight. We'll be right back. In an offense, one of the most important positions is the tight end because of the versatility they bring in the passing game, but also in the running game.
You got to be able to pass protect, you got to be able to run block, and you got to be able to run routes, you got to be able to catch, right? It's the Swiss Army knife of football, and Coach Verse says it all the time, it's the hardest position to play.
Tight ends coach Jordan Loeffler detailing the aspects the tight end is responsible for in an offense. Loeffler adds on to the importance of the position and what makes a tight end stand out.
Right, I got to be able to block in line. I got to be on the outside. I got to have the shiftness and the quickness to block in the perimeter. I also got to be able to run routes, right? And so when you're looking at it, it's like you got to either be good at one and then sufficient in the other, or good at both. Okay, and so again, tight ends do it all.
According to Sharp Football Analysis, in the NFL, 9 teams used multiple tight end sets over 40% of the time last year. Tight end for the Wolfpack, DJ Aussie speaks on the way the leagues are moving in the usage of the tight ends.
I think especially nowadays with the way like the league is going, everything's going, I think tight ends can be like the vocal point of the offense. Like everything can run through the tight end. And I think that says a lot about the position. You know, you got to be versatile.
And under a new offense, with new offensive coordinator Brett Bartoloni now calling the plays, the Wolfpack offense will look a little different.
More spread out, I feel like. We'll be in flex a little bit more, but that doesn't mean we won't get dirty every now and then, you know, start blocking, you know, getting 12 personnel too. But it'll be a balanced offense too.
The last time a Wolfpack tight end eclipsed 500 yards was in the 2021 season when Cole Turner had 677 yards. He also pulled in 10 touchdowns. For the Wolfpack that season, they went 8-5 and averaged 35.7 points a game. Last season, the Wolfpack averaged 17.6 points a game. The Wolfpack begin their 2026 season with a home game against Western Kentucky, September 5th. In Reno, Brady Poppler, KOLO 8 News Now. Welcome back. I'm Brady Poppler. Spring practices for the Wolfpack football team will be wrapping up soon, and for the upcoming season, the Nevada offense will look a little different under new offensive coordinator Brett Bartolone, who will look to bring more of a passing attack to the team. Tight end DJ Ossie was with Nevada last year and speaks about what this new offense will look like.
This offense will be a little bit more spread out. I feel like we'll be in flex a little bit more, but that doesn't mean we won't get dirty every now and then, start blocking, getting 12 personnel too. But it'll be a balanced offense too. So
Nevada has 3 more practices remaining in their spring calendar, including Friday night scrimmage in Fallon, as the team continues to get ready for their season opener at home against Western Kentucky, September 5th. And over to the hardwood now. Big news for the Wolfpack men's basketball team as Elijah Price announcing this afternoon he will return for his junior season. He was likely one of the most sought after players in the Mountain West, with many big time programs looking to add him through the transfer portal, especially after he scored 22 points and grabbed 11 rebounds in the loss to Auburn in the NIT. The forward averaged 13 points, 9 rebounds, and 1.5 blocks per game this season. Price was also named to the All-Mountain West defensive team. And over to the Wolfpack women's basketball team, they're losing another 2 players to the transfer portal. That includes Ari Young. She started 27 games this season, averaging 9.5 points and 4 rebounds per game. Young transferred here from Tulsa. She will be a senior next season. And Cheyenne McEvans also announced she's transferring. She says it's due to the coaching change at Nevada. McEvans did not play this season. Her next team will be her 4th. She played at Syracuse and Buffalo before coming here to Reno. That's all for sports. We'll be right back. The Arizona Diamondbacks Vice President and General Manager Mike Hazen is in town. He says he's in Reno to take in a few games and to also check in with players and coaches. He adds that it's a chance to see players before they might be called up to the big leagues. We spoke with him today about his time in Reno.
Just here watching the games, watching the guys work, see how they're doing, checking in with the staff, see what their take is. Watching the games, but we try not to put too much emphasis on any one game or any one performance. But we like to see the guys putting into play all the things we talked about in spring training. And have them come do that in a real competitive environment now. So we get to see that firsthand, and it's good to see.
The Aces took down the Salt Lake Bees tonight 10-5, and the Aces have 3 more games this weekend against the Bees. For more information and tickets, you can visit renoaces.com. That's all for sports. We'll be right back. The Nevada football team is winding down their spring practices, and to cap off the spring, the team played their scrimmage at Churchill County High School. It was Team Blue taking on Team Silver. Team Blue with the ball first, and following a tip drill, the Silver team picking off Team Blue on the first drive. It would be an offensive struggle for the first quarter, and as we head to the second, Team Silver with the ball at the 1, AJ Bianco hands the ball off to Janarius Jackson, who runs it into the end zone to get the scoring started for the Silver team, 7-0. A few plays later, following a Team Blue turnover, Jackson again taking it to pay dirt. Team Silver takes the 14-0 lead. In the second half, Team Silver would add a field goal to take a 17-0 lead. And Team Silver would go on to beat Team Blue 17-0 in the scrimmage. Head coach Jeff Choate speaks about the game tonight.
Obviously, the Silver team held on to the ball and had a pretty good night, what do you learn, right? You learn that if you turn the ball over, you're not going to have a lot of chance to win. And I thought there were some good things on both sides.
Coach Choate also had a message for Wolfpack fans as the season is coming up in the fall.
It's a great time to be a part of the Wolfpack. I mean, we're coming off a really good basketball season. Baseball and softball are killing it. I think there's a lot of momentum in our athletic department, and we need you guys to come out and support us, and football's turn.
The Wolfpack begin their season September 5th against Western Kentucky at home. In Fallon, Brady Poppler, Colo 8 News Now.